Hello students, good evening. I am Sri Shahaji Thomre sir from Sri Chodeshwari Prashala, Solapur. I am going to present (1.1) poem of 10th standard, A Teenager's Prayer. Students, what is the meaning of a teenager's prayer? एका किशोरवयीन बालकाची प्रार्थना. Before starting the poem, we will talk about chit-chat activities. Now, read the first activity. Form groups of 4 to 6 and discuss. Give a rating of 1 to 5 to each of the following. When you have to take an important decisions, what do you generally do? Students, all of you know, when an important decision is going to be taken by you, what things you generally do? जेव्हा तुम्हाला एखादा महत्त्वाचा निर्णय घ्यायचा असतो तेव्हा तुम्ही काय करता? So 6 alternatives are given here and we have to give a rating to them 1 to 6. आपल्याला रेटिंग द्यायचं आहे. First of all, I will pray to God for guidance. Then I will consult with my parents and elders. After that, I will contact my friends for advice. Then, I will ask our teacher for help. And number 5, I will think deeply in silence. And last one, humorously it is said, I will toss a coin to decide. These are the ratings when I have to take an important decisions. Then, in poetry, very often there are lines in which the poet seems to talk directly to an absent person, an abstract idea or thing or object. कवितेमध्ये बऱ्याच वेळा कवी हा डायरेक्ट समोर नसलेल्या व्यक्तीशी बोलतो, एखाद्या अमूर्त कल्पनेशी बोलतो, एखाद्या वस्तूशी बोलतो. Such a tactic or device used by the poet is the figure of speech apostrophe. याला अलंकार जो आहे, फिगर ऑफ स्पीच आहे, तो apostrophe आहे. apostrophe ला आपण मराठीमध्ये म्हणूया परोक्ष संबोधन अलंकार. For example, twinkle twinkle little star. We are addressing to star. Death, where is thy sting? Here we are addressing to death. Oh caveman, I wish I could live with you. Here we are addressing to caveman. Addressing to star, addressing to death. Death is abstract idea. Oh caveman, absent person. Star, it is a thing. So, when we address directly to an absent person or an abstract idea or thing or object, this figure of speech is called as apostrophe. Now, complete the following, creating examples of apostrophe of your own. Suppose I say, oh life, how strange you are. Oh life, how mysterious you are. Dear God, please help me. Books, you are my best friends. Exams, I wish you should not come once. You should come once in a year. Or you, oh you beautiful sky, bless us with cheerful showers. Here, addressing to life, addressing to God, addressing to books, addressing to exams, addressing to sky directly, this figure of speech is called as apostrophe. So students, in this poem, we are going to study the figure of speech apostrophe also. So apostrophe is a figure of speech. ला आपण परोक्ष संबोधन अलंकार असा आपण मराठीमध्ये म्हणू शकतो. A poet or a speaker speaks or talks directly to a person or a thing who is absent or dead. He or she can speak to an inanimate object also. It is called apostrophe. जेव्हा कवी एखाद्या निर्जीव वस्तूशी बोलतो, एखाद्या समोर नसलेल्या व्यक्तीला बोलतो, एखाद्या वस्तूला बोलतो, त्याला आपण apostrophe अलंकार म्हणायचो. Now, I am going to explain this poem, A Teenager's Prayer. Very beautiful poem. What is the objective of this poem? ह्या कवितेचा उद्देश काय आहे? So, teenagers can decide their own career, their own future. Let them decide what they want to become in life. किशोरवयीन बालकाची प्रार्थना आहे. त्याला जीवनामध्ये काय बनायचं आहे, काय इच्छा आहे, विशेष काय त्यांच्या एम्बिशन्स काय आहेत. लेट देम डिसाइड. त्यांना ठरवू द्या. This is the main objective of this poem. And teenager is praying to God. This is nothing but a prayer to God. This poem is in the form of a prayer by a teenager. The speaker is a teenager in this poem and prays to God to take him or to take her right direction in life. ही एक किशोरवयीन बालकाची प्रार्थना आहे. स्पीकर टीनेजर आहे. देवाला प्रार्थना करत आहे की मला जीवनामध्ये योग्य मार्ग दाखव. सो अ टीनएजर्स प्रेयर एका किशोरवयीन बालकाची ही प्रार्थना आहे. नाउ आय विल एक्सप्लेन दिस पोएम स्टांजा वाइज स्टांजा. I will explain in Marathi and English also. First stanza, I will explain. Each day brings new beginnings, decisions I must make. I am the only one to choose the road that I will take. So, in the first stanza, the teenager says that each and every day brings new things in our life. And I should take my own decision. I should take my own decision. So, in this poem, a teenager prays to God that each and every day brings new things in his or her life. And teenager prays to God that I am the only one to choose the road that I will take. I can choose my own career. Because new things, new day brings new things in my life. We know that each and every day brings new things in our life. आपल्या जीवनामध्ये प्रत्येक गोष्ट नवीन काहीतरी घटना घेऊन येत असतो. आणि माझा निर्णय मीच घेऊ शकतो. The road, the career which I want to choose, I can choose it. जो मार्ग, जे करिअर मला निवडायचं आहे, ते मी निवडू शकतो किंवा निवडू शकते. Second stanza, I can choose to take the road of life that leads to great success. Here, the poet says that there are two ways in our life, and teenager prays to God that I can choose to take the road of life that leads to great success. So there are two ways in our life. One way leads to success, or travel down the darkened road that leads to great distress. Here darken means evil, white. Evil way, evil habits, bad habits leads to great distress. It creates so many worries and strain in our life. So second stanza, teenager says that I can choose the road which leads or takes me to great success. Or if I choose the evil way or the bad way, surely I will have to face great worry and great strain in my life. मी यशाकडे घेऊन जाणारा मार्ग निवडू शकतो किंवा निवडू शकते. जर मी चुकीचा मार्ग निवडला, वाईट मार्ग निवडला, तर मला जीवनामध्ये खूप ताणतणाव, दुःख सहन करावं लागेल. नेक्स्ट स्टांजा. Teenager prays to God that, please open up my eyes, dear Lord, that I might clearly see. Please open up my eyes, dear Lord, that I might clearly see. Help me stand for what is right. Bring out the best in me. Here, teenager prays to God that, show me the clear way. Show me the clear direction in my life. मला योग्य मार्ग दाखव, माझे डोळे उघडू दे, की जेणेकरून I will show the proper way, or God will show me the right way. And help me stand for what is right. Bring out the best in me. आणि नेहमी देवा मला तू चांगल्या गोष्टीच्या बाजूने राहण्यासाठी शक्ती दे. Give me strength that I will always take the side of the right things in me and bring out the best in me. Whatever the best qualities are in me, bring out in front of the society. Flourish, develop those good qualities. माझ्यात जे चांगले गुण आहेत, ते सगळे गुण समोर येऊ दे. In the third stanza, the poet says that, help Lord to just say no when temptation comes my way. So, in the next stanza, the poet says that, O Lord, O God, whenever the temptation, what do you mean by temptation? मोह, आपण त्याला मराठीमध्ये मोह म्हणतो. मोह, टेम्पटेशन मीन्स मोह. जेव्हा जेव्हा वाईट गोष्टी करण्याचा मोह मला येईल, when temptation comes in my way, strong wish to do something bad or wrong. Whenever I like to do the bad things or evil things, wrong things, at that time, God, help me to just say no. Means God, you keep me away from doing the bad things. देवा, जेव्हा जेव्हा मला वाईट गोष्ट करण्याचा मोह होईल, तेव्हा तेव्हा तू मला त्या गोष्टीपासून दूर ठेव. That I might keep my body clean and fit for life each day. Here, the teenager wants to be physically fit. He or she wants to keep his body clean. Means, here, the poet knows the importance of physical fitness. We always say that a sound mind is in a sound body, or health is wealth. की सुदृढ शरीरामध्ये सुदृढ मन असतं, लक्षात ठेवा. आणि आरोग्य हीच खरी संपत्ती आहे. So here, the teenager wants to be physically fit, mentally fit, and wants to keep his or her body clean. इथं आपलं मन स्वच्छ ठेवायचं आहे आणि त्याला किंवा तिला शारीरिक दृष्ट्या तंदुरुस्त राहण्याची म्हणजे राहायचं आहे. The last stanza. When my teenage years are over, I know that I will see that life is lived its very best with you walking next to me. God, when my teenage will be over and I will enter in adulthood. जेव्हा माझं टीनेज संपणार आहे, मी adulthood मध्ये जाणार आहे. At that time I will realize, I will understand that I have lived a very best life. I have experienced a very best life because God, you were always with me. केवळ तू माझ्या सोबत असल्यामुळे मी चांगलं आणि उत्तम आयुष्य जगलो आहे हे मला समजेल. When I will complete or I will over teenage or I will enter from teenage to adulthood age. So this poem is written by a famous American painter and inventor Samuel J. Morse. I want to explain this poem in English once again. Summarize this poem. This poem is by an American inventor, painter, American poet Samuel J. Morse. In this poem, the poet has shown the importance of the teenager in life. या कवितेमध्ये कवीने टीनएजरच्या अपेक्षा सांगितलेल्या आहेत. The poem is addressed to God by a teenager. इथं टीनएजरनं देवाला उद्देशून देवाला केलेली एक प्रार्थना आहे. In this poem, a teenager prays to God that he or she must be guided by God each and every time. God should bring a happy and cheerful day in his or her life. The God should bring cheer every day. Every teenager should start the day very cheerfully. He or she should take the correct decisions. प्रत्येक टीनेजरने आपला दिवस उत्साहाने आनंदाने सुरुवात केला पाहिजे आणि करेक्ट निर्णय घेतला पाहिजे. A teenager has to take the right path. A teenager should have positive thoughts in his mind. The speaker in this poem wants to lead a very successful life. He or she wants to travel on the road which leads to success. It means that a teenager wants to start the journey on the path of success. At the same time, the teenager is afraid to go on the road of bad or evil things. If he chooses the darkened road, bad road or evil road, he or she may face great worry or pain in life. Next, the teenager does not want frustration in life. इथं टीनेजरच्या पदरी कोणती निराशा अपेक्षित नाही. So, a teenager prays to God to show him the right direction. He or she should recognize what is right and what is wrong. योग्य काय अयोग्य काय आहे हे टीनेजरला चांगलं समजतं. The speaker wants to reveal his best qualities. इथं टीनेजरला स्पीकरला आपल्यातल्या उत्तम क्वालिटीज दाखवायच्या आहेत. The speaker or the teenager believes in God a lot. इथं टीनेजरला देवावर प्रचंड विश्वास आहे. He knows that Lord helps everyone to become happy and satisfied. देव प्रत्येकाला आनंदी आणि समाधान राहण्यासाठी मदत करतो. He prays to God to give him strength to say no when he wishes to do some evil or bad things. जेव्हा जेव्हा एखाद्या वाईट चुकीच्या गोष्ट करण्याचा मोह होईल तेव्हा त्या गोष्टीपासून मला दूर ठेव, अशी प्रार्थना टीनेजर देवाला करत आहे. Teenager does not want to be the victim of bad habits or bad companies. इथं टीनेजरला वाईट सवयीच्या बळी पडायचं नाही. He wants to remain physically fit and perfect for life every day. Here, he thinks that sound mind is in a sound body, or he cares for his body a lot. In the last stanza, the teenager thinks that when the days would end, when the teenage days would end, he will enter in adulthood age. At that time, he will convince that we would have experienced a very good life, very best life because of the guidance of God. So, in this poem, a teenager wants to lead a very perfect life. So he requests God that, God, you should be always with me. Then, I want to explain some figures of speech of this poem. Which figures of speech are mentioned in this poem? The first line, each day brings new beginnings. Begins with B and beginnings begins with B. B sound is repeated, that's why the figure of the first line is alliteration. First and the second line, decisions I must make. Because the figure of speech of this line is inversion, because the sentence is not usual prose order. वाक्याची रचना ही prose order प्रमाणे नाही. The correct order is I must make decisions. Second stanza, first line, I can choose to take the road of life. The figure of speech is metaphor. Here, the poet has compared life to road. Second stanza, third line, travel down the darkened road. Down begins with D, darken begins with D. So, D sound is repeated. That's why figure of speech is alliteration. Now, in next stanza, first line, please open up my eyes, dear Lord. Here poet addressed to God. The figure of speech is apostrophe. Then, bring out the best in me. Bring begins with B, best begins with B. The figure of speech is alliteration. The next stanza, help Lord to just say no. Lord means God. Here poet addressed to God. The figure of speech of this line is apostrophe. So, then, after the figure of speech, all of you know the rhyming words. After that, I will explain the questions which are given in the margin space. What is the age group of the speaker in the poem? The age group of the speaker in the poem is 13 to 19. 13 to 19. Age group of the speaker 13 to 19. What decisions does the speaker have to take? The speaker have to take the decisions which are very helpful to become successful. The speaker has to take correct and suitable decisions that will make him or her happy in life. Next, what does each new day bring? Each new day bring or each new day fetch the beginnings of new work with enthusiasm, or new day brings cheer in our life every day. Then next question, how should one react to temptation? जेव्हा मोह होईल तेव्हा आपण कसं रिॲक्ट केलं पाहिजे? So we should not give way to temptation and we should control it. आपण आपल्या लाईफ मध्ये मोहाला कधीही जागा द्यायची नाही. आपण मोहाला कंट्रोल केलं पाहिजे. नेक्स्ट, what effect does the speaker wish to see himself at the end of his teens? त्याला लास्टला कोणता बदल हवा आहे? So at the end of his teens, the speaker wishes to see his life lived at its best. Next, in what condition does the poet wish to maintain his body? The poet wants to maintain his body clean and fit and healthy. Next question, whose company does the poet wish for in the walk of life? कवीला आपल्या आयुष्यामध्ये कोणाची संगत हवी आहे? The poet wishes God's company in walk of life. After that, students, it is very important that we should deal with some important English workshop activities. Choose the correct alternative and complete the given sentences. According to the poet, new beginnings are brought by each new day. B. We must decide to take the road which leads to great success. The poet prays to the Lord to help him stand what is right. And D. The poet wants to see that his teen years have been the best years of his life. So all of you know the rhyming words of this poem. Make, take, success, distress, see, me, way, day, see and me. These are the rhyming words of this poem. What is the rhyming scheme of this poem? Choose alternative. Now, how to decide rhyming scheme? Beginnings, we write A. Beginnings and make no rhyme words. That's why we have to write B, AB. Then choose has no rhyme with make and beginning. That's why it is C. But make and take have rhyme. That's why we can write here B. So the rhyme scheme of this poem is ABCB. Now I have explained already the figures of speech. Just we have to write or we have to match the lines with the figure of speech. Match the lines in column A with the figure of speech in column B. Decisions I must make. The figure of speech is inversion because the sentence is not in usual prose order. म्हणून हे काय आहे? इन्व्हर्जन आहे. तर शब्दांचा क्रम म्हणजे प्रोज ऑर्डर प्रमाणे आहे. Here, decisions I must make. The sentence is not in usual prose order. The correct prose order is I must make decisions. Please open up my eyes, dear Lord. When we address to someone, the figure of speech is apostrophe. Travel down the darkened road. Darkened road. Down begins with D. Darken begins with D. D sound is repeated. The figure of speech is alliteration. And fourth one, I can choose to take the road of life. Here, road is compared to life. That's why figure of speech is metaphor. The poet has given explanation of alliteration here. Alliteration is the occurrence of the same sound at the beginning of a word in a phrase, in a sentence, such as that life is lived its very best. Life L, lived L. That's why the figure of speech alliteration. So find more examples from the poem. I have told you another examples of alliteration. Then students, very important is here appreciation of the poem. It is a very important and crucial part. It is for 5 marks. आपल्याला माहित आहे की appreciation हे 5 मार्काला आहे. And marking scheme all of you know. Title half mark, poet half mark, rhyme scheme 1, figure of speech 1, and central idea 2 marks. So this is an ideal rhyme scheme I have written for you. Just I read out. Title. Don't write in a word. It should be written in a full sentence. The title of the poem is A Teenager's Prayer. Poet. This poem is composed by an American poet Samuel J. Morse. Rhyme scheme. The rhyme scheme of the poem is ABCD. Figures of speech. The figures of speech used in the poem are alliteration, apostrophe, metaphor, inversion. Theme or central idea. In this poem, the teenager prays to God to show him or her the right way in life. Teenage is a very important stage in everyone's life because it decides the future of the person. If they go on the right path, it makes their life as well as others' life better. If they choose the wrong path, it is very difficult to bring them back on the right path. The teenagers wants to do new things in their life. The poet tells that God can show them the proper way in their life. The teenager requests the God to keep himself away from the bad things and help him to lead positive and successful life. In short, the teenager wants to inculcate good habits. This is the appreciation of the poem. So students, I have explained this poem right from chit-chat activities up to some poetic devices, figures of speech, explain stanza by stanza, figures of speech from this poem. After that, I explain the questions which are given in margin space to the right side, and I have explained English workshop also. And at the end, very important for you, that is the appreciation is for 5 marks. I have explained that appreciation also. So I have explained all in details, right, from questions of comprehension and appreciation. So thank you so much.